This video covers what we did in 8th grade honors math today on Tuesday, January 4th. I'm actually only going to cover one slide in Class Kick. I'm just going to review the most important takeaways from today's lesson. So to follow along and to get credit for class today, what you need to do is you need to go to the main Tuesday folder and you need to open up this link, Unit 4, Lesson 2 classwork. And we're going to skip straight to slide 4. So when you open up the classwork, go ahead and open up slide 4 and then we'll get started. Okay, so you should have slide 4 of Class Kick open so you can follow along. The first activity we're going to look at is 2.2 hanging blocks. This picture represents a hanger that's balanced because the weight on each side is the same. One says Elena takes 2 triangles off the left side, so she's chopping off 2 triangles from the left and 3 off of the right. Will the hanger still be in balance or will it tip to one side? Which side? Explain how you know. And then 2 says if a triangle weighs 1 gram, how much does a square weigh? So go ahead and answer questions 1 and 2 in activity 2.2. Pause the video and unpause when you're finished. Okay, so we know that if 2 triangles get taken off of the left side and 3 triangles get taken off of the right side, the hanger will no longer be balanced. And the reason why that's true is because if we eliminate 2 from one side but 3 from the other side, we are going to make the left side heavier and the right side lighter, right? And the reason is because we're taking away more from the right side. And so we know that the hanger will tip towards the left because the left side will be heavier. Now, if a triangle weighs 1 gram, how much does a square weigh? In class, we talked about a really specific way to answer this question. And remember, to think about this question, we don't want to think about the scenario where we're deleting triangles. We want to think about the scenario where it's balanced. So I know that there are 2 triangles on the left, and those 2 triangles on the left weigh the same amount as 2 triangles on the right. So I'm going to cross them off in red. Since they weigh the same amount, I don't need to worry about them. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to eliminate 1 square from each side because I know there's the same amount of weight. So these 2 blue X's have the same weight, and the 2 red X's and the 2 red X's, the 4 red X's in total, have the same weight on each side. What that means is that the 2 squares that are in the orange circle and the 3 triangles that are in the orange circle have the same weight. Now, I know that a triangle weighs 1 gram, 1, 1, and 1, which means that the orange oval, everything that's inside the orange, is 3 grams. And so the squares are 3 grams and the triangles are 3 grams, which means that if I split up 3 grams into 2 squares, each square weighs 1.5 grams. Now, 2.3 says a triangle weighs 3 grams and a circle weighs 6 grams. Find the weight of a square in hanger A and the weight of a pentagon in hanger B. Well, we can follow the exact same strategy that we just practiced in 2.2 when we're looking at hanger A. We know that we can get rid of the 2 squares that have the same weight. And we also know that we can ignore 2 of the circles because they each have the same weight. And so that means that these 4 squares are equal to 2 circles and a triangle. Well, 2 circles, 6 and 6, and a triangle is 3, which means that in total, this side is 15. And again, it's 15 after eliminating these 2 shapes, but it's 15 nonetheless. And this other side is 15 as well. And so I know that in this purple rectangle, 3, 6, and 6, we have the same quantity as in this purple rectangle, which is 4 blue boxes. And so if I know that each square is the same and they're all equal to 15, I can simply split up 15 into 4 pieces, and that gives me 3.75. And so I know that the square equals 3.75 grams. Now, I can also write an equation to represent that. Here's how. If each of these squares is x, I know that 15 is equal to 4 times x. And another way I could have written that is I could have said that 3 plus 6, which is what I had in the purple square, is equal to x plus x plus x plus x. The second way was just a bit more efficient, right? A bit of a more efficient way to write it. So what I want you to do is I want you to pause this video and I want you to find the weight of the pentagon and I want you to find an equation for the weight of a pentagon. So answer part B. Okay, so you should have answered part B, and I'm going to give you directions for the rest of what you need to make up. There is a lesson summary on slide 5 that I think will be helpful just to review what we talked about today. And once you've read over the lesson summary, you have a few steps. The first is you need to complete the exit ticket. The exit ticket is in today's folder. So if you go back to the main folder for today, you'll see an exit ticket, 4.2 exit ticket. And then you need to complete slides 7 and 8 in this class kick. That is your homework for tonight. Once you have done those 2 things, you are all good to go. And as always, if you have questions, just make sure to send me an email.